Welcome. Today we are going to look at CRE paper 1, part 1 for subscribe. Question 1a. Identify 7 literary forms used 11 marks. Why sayings, legal expressions, poetic speeches, philosophical essays, prayers, bells, love songs, and epistles. Question 1b. Get 7 similarities in the Bible story in Genesis 2 and Marks. We just start in both. So in both, God is the sole creator. Human beings are given responsibilities. They are special beings. God is source of life. They is self-existent. They is superior. Created male and female separately. And human beings depend on God. Question 1c. Outline the causes of evil in Kenya today. Marks: poverty, wealth, greed, corruption, disobedience, inability to forgive others, foreign influence, negative peer influence, unemployment, too much freedom, abuse of drugs, poor role models. 2a. Describe how the Israelites broke the covenant they made with God at Mount Sinai, found in Exodus chapter 32, verse 1 to 30. Moses had gone up the mountain to seek God's guidance. Aaron had been left in charge of the people. Moses delayed in returning, so the Israelites asked Aaron to make them a god. Aaron made them a golden calf to worship and made an altar calf, and the people worshipped and sacrificed to it. God was angered and was set to destroy the Israelites. Moses interceded on behalf of the people, came down the mountain, was angry, and broke the stone tablets where the Ten Commandments were written. The Israelites were given a choice to choose Yahweh or the calf. Those who followed the golden calf were killed. Question 2b. Give 6 differences in Jewish traditional African practice. In the Jewish community, transition is for male only, whereas African for both male and female. Among the Jews, transition was for babies 8 years old, while in the traditional African community it is done carelessly. In African communities, it is carried out during specific, while among Jews it is continuous. It is a communal practice among African communities. Only members of the immediate family participate. Transition is strictly religious ritual among the Jews, whereas in African communities it is both religious and cultural. Jewish circumcision is a test of faith and commitment to God. However, in the African communities, transition is a test of courage and endurance. Among the Jews, there was no seclusion period after circumcision. There is seclusion and it's compulsory among Africans. Question 2c. Outline the relevance of God's promises. Abraham, Christians today. Marx. Christians believe that God fulfills the promises he makes with their descendants, heirs of Abraham's faith. Christians believe that nothing is impossible with God. They are assured of God's protection. Enter into a new everlasting covenant with God through Jesus Christ, and they are called to live their past sinful lives. Question 3a. Name 6 ways that King David used to promote worship of God in Israel. Marks. He brought the Ark of the Covenant to Jerusalem. The Ark of the Covenant contained the 10 Commandments and was kept in the section of the tabernacle. Voice. He made Jerusalem a holy city. You can say he made it a center of worship where all Israelites from all over the land came for important religious occasions. He composed psalms which were used in worship by Israelites during exile. He wanted to build a temple for God. However, God denied him that opportunity. He repented whenever he made mistakes. For example, committing adultery, Uriah's wife, Bathsheba, sought for forgiveness from God. He built altars, but sacrifices to God. He showed respect prophets of God, such as Nathan, reacted as a good role model in God. And 3b, and 4 life skills that Elijah used against false religion in Israel. Works, forgiveness. He told Ahab that he was the cause of trouble in Israel. If thinking it for her rests with prophets of God. Decision making. He decided to kill the prophets of Baal. Self-esteem. He was convinced that God was on his side. Negotiations. Elijah asked the Israelites to choose between God and Baal. Conflict resolution. Through the contest, he convinced the Israelites that Yahweh was the true God. Effective communication meant to the people how the contest would to be carried out. Self-awareness. He knew that he was the prophet of the true God and that he had confidence in himself. Critical thinking. He sought ways to prove that Yahweh was true. Remember, every skill must be shown, must show how Elijah used it. And 3c, ways in which Christians can embrace true worship of God in you today. Seeing for God's guidance, reading the Bible, living exemplary lives, being tithe, repenting and forgiving one another, attending church services, learning how to worship within legal framework, seeking guidance and counseling from church leaders how to worship. Do you understand? Finally, let me know in the comment section below. So let me know what video to look at tomorrow. Thanks a lot for subscribing and listening to me. God bless you.